welcome back to the rest of the story. It is the first full day of harvest, or it has been. We've been running pretty well non-stop all day harvesting corn. It's running right around 22% as far as yield goes. I'm really not sure. I haven't been in the combine basically all day. I only rode for half a round, and that really wasn't a good estimate to see what the yields are running. But the bin is about half full. My grain auger is really running great compared to that Kiwani. This auger moves more grain more efficiently, a lot quieter, doesn't rattle hardly at all. The stuff coming out of the field, we had a bunch of rain last night, and people were wondering how we're even able to run. The ground was a little damp this morning, but we had a pretty good shower about 8 o'clock last night. I really don't think we got much after that. Checked the radar this morning, and there is a pretty nasty system out there, but I'm pretty sure it all went to the south of us, because I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but it's blue sky behind me, but the sky's pretty dark down in the south yet. Now, we haven't started on beans at all yet. The reason for that is because we haven't had any sunlight, or had the sunlight to get the beans down to where they aren't so tough that you can actually run them. So we're focusing on corn, and the way it's looking, well, it depends on when we quit tonight. It depends on how much is in the bin tonight. By the time we quit, they're saying rain tomorrow night, but hopefully we can get this bin up to where it is full. The reason I do this is because this bin has a stirrator in it, and when it has a stirrator, you can't fill them full. You can only fill them up to where the stirrator can properly function. And the stirrator needs to be able to mix that grain around in there with the heat running on it, because that blower, we're going to turn the fan on tonight and start getting it drying down, and that auger is going to stir that grain up so we can get a consistent moisture on all the grain. And then they're saying rain for a week. Whether or not we get it, but the current plan is we're going to get this bin dried down in the older 20,000 bushel bin, and then we're going to transfer it over to the new bin, the Suka. So hopefully that won't be too bad. Ryan and I were kind of eyeing it up. We're going to try to get it set up. We can just set that auger up to have it dump into probably this wagon, and then have that auger set up to the Suka bin, and have the corn run out of the Sioux bin into this wagon, into hopefully the auger. I'm not really sure where we stand on the distances and everything yet. We won't know until we try. But then from this gravity wagon into the grain auger, and then right up to the Suka. Ideally, that'd be great. I know that our other auger, that wouldn't be able to do it, because when that auger is completely extended out, meaning the hydraulic cylinder is all the way raised up, it can hardly reach the top of that Sioux bin. And this auger we got now that Mayoreth. It is at least 5 feet longer. We've had it set up to the bin twice now, and like I've said before, I like it a lot. It really sped up unloading. It basically, it's an exaggeration, but this other auger basically sucks the corn out of the grain wagon. Basically, I get it starting so it's got corn through it, so the augers don't rattle or anything. And then I rev the 4020 up to about 1500 RPMs, and then I open up the grain wagon up far enough where it keeps everything pretty well full, and I can be unloaded in under 10 minutes. That's impressive, especially when we're hauling like we are. I mean, this is inefficient. Many people have pointed that out, that we're using a tractor and a grain wagon. We're not set up with a semi or a straight truck, and that could potentially go two ways. We get a bigger tractor and a bigger grain wagon, we can haul even more corn yet. This is approximately 500 bushels. We could probably, what, go up to 700? I mean, we need a big tractor on the front of it to be safe. Or we go and get a straight truck or a semi. I mean, it's not that we're not completely ruling it out, but you gotta be able to cash flow that, and that's a lot of money right now. A lot of money. Something I was kind of thinking about that'd be kind of neat to see, anybody that's ever surfed the internet and bored, is anybody that has ever seen somebody run like one of these gravity wagons or two of these connected and then pulling them with a four-wheel drive, or particularly a track machine, either a K-Squad track or a 9RX, but I've never seen one of that set up like that before. Somebody asked me why we don't hook up, like even that other M&W behind this one. This wagon, fully loaded full of corn, coming out of my driveway is all the 76 is willing to handle, and I'm pretty sure if you put another wagon behind this one of them would be jackknifing. And I had one load today, I don't know what it was, or if it was just a little bit, had a little bit more moisture in it or what, but that did kind of push me down the driveway. I actually had to shift up a little bit and kind of run a little bit faster. I don't like to go too fast going down my driveway, because if the traffic times it just right, you could be pulling out and there's a car in the slow lane, because it is at the bottom of my driveway. It's a 3-lane road. It's single lane headed south, but then it's a 2-lane heading north. The passing lane and the slow lane. And sometimes cars don't realize that you're pulling out in front of them, and they stay right on your side of the road. So, no, the 76 does a nice job of hauling. Basically, I'm filling this wagon as full as we can get it, and I'm actually keeping up with Ryan really well. I know they had to stop for me once today, or Dad sat idle at least once today. That was because of me, but it was on my end of things, where I actually had a shear pin broke. Well, it's not a shear pin. A pin that was holding a pin in, if that makes any sense, sheared, and the larger pin that holds the back end of the box to the frame was slid about halfway out, so I had to hit that with the air hammer and get that back in and secured, because you're talking about a potentially fatal accident if this is fully loaded and I lose half the box going up the road, or even going down my driveway. I could get hurt myself. So, I don't know, purely by coincidence, it's something that, it's one of those things that in the history that you've ever had one of these machines, it's never given us an issue, and I just happened to see it as I was walking around the wagon. So it always pays to be observant. But going forward, I think you can look forward to some more videos from tomorrow. I mean, you guys are probably going to get bombarded with harvest videos in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to try to keep things interesting around here so you guys be compelled to want to watch. But we got, I don't know if there's anything on that. We are going to do a bunch of corn fodder here. We got some up at the home farm, and everything that they're doing today, I'm not even sure how many acres we got done. I really don't. I mean, I haven't seen Dad all day. I'm the road runner. I don't come any farther in out of the field than I am right now. But ideally, we can probably go out, chop up those stalks, and make about 100 bales down here for the beef cows this winter. It'd be nice to kind of get some of that stuff done early on, because last year, we were combining soybeans the last week in September. Well, it's flip-flop this year. Now, we're combining corn the last week of September, and what's really going to set us ahead is if we can get that 20,000 bushel bin at least full and drying down, because we can handle that stuff in the rain, or if it's wet out and we can't harvest next week, maybe 5 to 7, maybe, I don't think it'll take 10 days to dry that stuff down, but the stuff in the bin, if we can get that dry, we'll work on getting it transferred over to the other bin, and I'm sure you guys are going to be seeing that. So we're trying to get a little bit ahead of where we were last year. It could very easily, and looking at the forecast, I don't want to jinx myself, they are saying that it could very much do that next year. Not next year, I'm sorry. This year, this fall, we could get at least a full week of rain next week, or at least enough that we'd be shut down. So I mean, that nixes the first week of October, and I don't know anything beyond the 10-day past that point, so I mean, the next week could be just as bad. Last year, we ran for 2 days, 3 days maybe. We did a bunch of soybeans, got those done, which soybeans are, it's nice when you get any amount of soybeans out, because they're so particular. But hopefully, like last year, we were shut down for the first 2 weeks of October, so we didn't really even get going strong until the 3rd week of October. So we're about 3 weeks ahead on harvesting corn right now. So I'm okay with that. I think we all are. It'd be nice if we could get stalks done, because we didn't bale corn stalks until I think the 1st week of November last year, and we finished them in the rain, and we had some poor bedding bales last year. I mean, some of them are sitting back there yet. We got like 5 left. So if we can get fodder done, a healthy start on harvest, and basically just kind of jog from there. I mean, as long as you're constantly making progress, you're doing good. Talking about anhydrous, that's like the last thing that we got to do, in the fall anymore, since we started doing it. I don't like handling the stuff, but the stuff does work. And as long as you get the right conditions to put anhydrous down, it's not so bad either. I mean, last year I was putting it on with a sweatshirt on. Like, I could go switch tanks with a sweatshirt. The year before that, I was wearing my insulation shirt, sweatshirt, my heavy coat, and the wind was blowing, trying to switch tanks. And my first year doing it too, so I was terrified of the stuff. But at least I'm getting a little bit more confident around anhydrous. But I'm having a hard time. We did talk about maybe going back to urea or 28 next year for logistics reasons. But sounds like we're going to stick with it at least this year yet. So we don't want to get rid of it. Well, guys, I guess I can say, well, Ryan's not even here yet, but I guess I can say, as far as going forward, we're in harvest. We're in harvest mode. It's harvest season. You're going to probably get a few more videos of this. You're gonna see videos of us combining beans. We haven't done any of those yet up to this point. And well, I don't know when this video comes out, but stay tuned. So until next time, you guys are watching the rest of the story. Take care, take it easy, keep in touch. Talk to you guys later.